All right, let's talk about something that's probably a sore spot for a lot of manufacturers. You know, that sinking feeling when a massive, expensive tech project just fizzles out. It costs a fortune and completely underdelivers. Today, we're going to get into exactly why that happens so often. And more importantly, we're going to talk about a concept called B2B commerce governance, which is just a powerful way to finally protect your investment and, your margins.
So let's just start with the big question, right? You've poured a ton of money into your B2B commerce platform. We're talking dealer portals, pricing engines, the whole shebang. But is that tech stack actually giving you the returns you were promised? Or is it kind of quietly in the background just draining your margins? It's a super common problem and a really, really expensive one. So let's dig in here. Why do these big, promising tech projects go off the rails? We've all seen it happen. A huge initiative gets bogged down, it misses every target, and in the end, it just doesn't deliver what the business actually needed. I mean, imagine this. A new pricing engine gets built, but without the right oversight, it completely misses a key regional discount rule. And suddenly, boom, you're losing thousands on every single order in that one region. That's not a bug in the code. That's a failure in the process.
And this right here, this just nails it. This is the core idea. Usually everyone points the finger at the technology or the developers, right? But the problem isn't the code. The real problem is a breakdown in the structure, the oversight, the decision-making process. The problem, in one word, is governance.
And this slide shows you exactly where that disconnect happens. It's kind of funny if it wasn't so painful. On one side, you've got the strategists. They come in and they make a beautiful, glossy slide deck filled with these grand ideas, and then they're gone. See ya. On the other side, you have the developers, ready to build. They just jump right into writing code, but often without a real blueprint that connects what they're doing to actual business results. And that creates this huge gap, and that's where projects just fall apart.
So all of this creates what we can call the governance gap. This is that no man's land between the big, high-level strategy and the actual on-the-ground work. And honestly, this is where capital goes to die.
So what's missing? It's this critical layer. It's that active strategic oversight that makes sure the plan from that initial slide deck is actually what gets built. It's the bridge that connects the why with the what, all the way from the first line of code to the day you go live.
Okay, so that brings us to the solution. If the problem is a governance gap, then the answer is, you guessed it, governance. So let's get really clear on what we actually mean by that term.
Here's a great way to think about it. If your digital commerce platform is a high-performance car, then governance is the operating system that runs it. It's not the engine, it's not the wheels. It's the system that makes sure everything works together smoothly. It's the framework for making smart decisions and, frankly, for keeping everyone on track. Let's break that down into what it actually does, day to day. First, it makes it crystal clear who gets to make which decisions. No more confusion. Second, it makes sure your roadmap is based on real business value, not just whatever the newest, shiniest piece of tech is. It also enforces the boring but absolutely critical rules for data and integration, so your pricing and inventory are always consistent. And maybe the most important part, it tracks progress with brutal honesty. No sugarcoating, just the real status and the real risks. So the big question is, how do you actually fill this governance gap? Well, it's not about just hiring another vendor. It's about finding a completely new kind of partner, one that plays a really specific and honestly crucial role. And this is the question that always comes up, right? People ask, okay, so are you another high-level strategy consultant or are you another team of developers? And the answer is neither. The answer is that a governance partner is the strategic layer that sits on top and governs both of them. They don't just hand you a plan and walk away, and they don't just take orders and build. Their entire job is to provide that oversight, to orchestrate all the different players, the consultants, the agencies, your internal teams, and they are the ones who are ultimately held accountable for the final business outcome.
Here is a really, really powerful way to think about this. If your multi-million-dollar tech investment is a valuable asset, and it is, then governance is basically the insurance policy you take out to protect it.
Let's unpack that analogy because it's a good one. The policy here isn't some legal document. It's your business's key performance indicators, the actual metrics that define success for you. The premium you pay? That's not cash. It's the investment in having that governance oversight. And the payout? Well, that's revenue assurance. It's the confidence that your project is actually going to deliver the financial results you were promised.
And that's really the key takeaway here. This isn't just about avoiding failure.
It's about actively protecting and guaranteeing your return on investment. So this is the whole point, the end game. Revenue assurance. It's a proactive framework. It's designed to stop those expensive mistakes before they even happen. It's all about building guardrails into your project so that your investment is safe every single step of the way. So you might be thinking, okay, this sounds great, but how do you even get started? It doesn't have to be some huge, scary overhaul. It actually starts with a really simple, defined first step, a commerce health check. And this is where it gets real. That first step comes with a very specific number attached to it. That $100,000? That's the minimum value in either cost savings or new revenue opportunities that a governance partner guarantees they will find for you during that initial health check. It's totally risk-free. They find the value or you get your money back. Simple as that. So the path forward is actually really clear. Step 1, you kick off that guaranteed health check. After that, you get a super clear executive scorecard and a risk map that shows you exactly where you're vulnerable. And then, the key thing you walk away with is a strategic roadmap, one that's built on real data and is prioritized by actual business value, not just tech for tech's sake. So we'll leave you with this one last thought to chew on. You would never, ever leave a multi-million-dollar factory to just run itself, right? Without any oversight or management or clear metrics. Well, your commerce platform is a major asset, just like that factory. So the real question is, who is governing it?